There it goes. Good evening. I'm going to be going over some different Hawaiian Christmas traditions. Isolated in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, Hawaii has its own way of doing everything. Everyone lives on Hawaii time with its own time zone and even their own mix of culture, so it wouldn't be surprising that Christmas is celebrated different in Hawaii. Christmas is a busy time of year for people in the mainland United States. Stores are busy with people making last-minute preparations. Airports and highways are busy, crowded with people trying to get to family gatherings. America is a melting pot of culture and everyone celebrates Christmas in their own way. Unlike the mainland, Hawaii has its own special way of celebrating the holiday season. There's still Santa hats, but in Hawaii, Santa doesn't come in the middle of the night flying through the sky with a reindeer-led sleigh. I had the opportunity to live on the island of Oahu for 4 years. I learned how to live the aloha way and experience a whole new way of living and enjoying life. Even though Hawaii is part of the United States, the culture, music, and beliefs, and even the holidays are different. Even though Hawaiians do celebrate Christmas, it is always important to be aware that even though you are still in the United States, Hawaii is a place all on its own. It's respectful to be sensitive and aware to other traditions that others may believe in during the Christmas season. According to Hawaii News Now, in December of 2016, Hawaii saw 828,473 visitors. So imagine your holiday season being shared with that many new people. So I'm going to be discussing 3 main points. The first one will be ancient Hawaiian culture and how that was celebrated during the time that we now call Christmas. When Christmas arrived in Hawaii and how Christmas is celebrated in Hawaii today. So first let's begin with the ancient Hawaiian traditions. Before Christmas was introduced to Hawaiians, Makahiki, which was a 4-month-long celebration, was used to celebrate and honor the new year with rest and feasting. During Makahiki, warfare was forbidden throughout the island. Most work was also forbidden, and on certain days, the kapu, which is religious laws, were relaxed enough to allow people to hunt, farm, and fish to avoid starvation, as stated in Keola magazine. Every day was filled with ceremonies, feasts, and games. During the end of Makahiki, community took part in a sacred feast much like the communion of the Christian religion. At the close of the season, the laws on fishing, farming, and other necessary daily life that was restricted was lifted, so common people could return to work and normal life while the chiefs and priests continued with religious observations. Now that we've discussed ancient Hawaiian holidays and traditions, let's move on to what the first traditional American Christmas in Hawaii. As mentioned before, the early Hawaiians celebrated Makahiki, and according to Revolve.com, the essence of Makahiki was the peace and goodwill to all men, which is also associated with current Christian beliefs. It is believed that Christmas was introduced to the islands with the arrival of Protestant missionaries. 1786 was the first recorded Christmas in Hawaii when Captain George Dixon docked his ship, the Queen Charlotte, on the island of Kauai, which celebrated his first Christmas dinner on the island with his crew. King Kamehameha and Queen Emma of Hawaii celebrated Christmas as a day of Thanksgiving in 1856. In 1858, Mary Dominus was the first mistress of Washington Place in Honolulu, held a party featuring the very first Christmas tree and the very first introduction of Santa Claus. Christmas was declared an official holiday on the islands of Hawaii by King Kamehameha in 1862. Moving on to the next point of how Christmas is celebrated in Hawaii today. Hawaii is home to many different ethnic groups and cultures, so it wouldn't be surprising that over the years, many still celebrate Makahiki along with Christmas. Keola magazine states that since the 1970s, more and more islanders are renewing the celebration of Makahiki. Celebrations may be held anytime from late October to the end of December, and some start celebrating Makahiki on the American Thanksgiving holiday. For many, the tradition of picking out a Christmas tree is a great tradition. However, in Hawaii, traditional Douglas fir don't grow on the islands, so Christmas trees must be shipped to the islands from the mainland. Some like to choose a closer to home option, and they choose to use an island warp oak pine, which is one of the very few pine trees that grows on the island. According to Hawaiian Noji, Many Hawaiians choose to grow their own Norfolk pine and keep it potted, so that every Christmas they only have to bring in their potted plant, decorate it, and keep it indoors for the holiday. Many Christmas tree decorations will consist of natural items such as seashells, nuts, Hawaiian flowers, Hawaiian lace, poinsettias, and plumerias. Christmas Day on the mainland of America, the typical meal is either ham or turkey, followed by potatoes, gravy, and chocolate chip cookies for Santa Claus. In Hawaii, Christmas dinner is referred to as a Christmas luau, and what you find on the table differs quite a bit from the traditional American dinner. A Christmas pig is what will replace the traditional turkey or ham. Americans that have grown up or lived in Hawaii know that this meal is worth waiting for. Koloa Landing describes kailua pig as a style of cooking it, and it's full of old family recipes. The pig is cooked using an imu, or an underground oven. This requires digging out a pit, filling it with hot rocks, and cooking the pig with banana leaves 4 hours. Koloa Landing states, to replace traditional potatoes, rolls, and cookies, Hawaiians bring in the holidays with sticky white rice, poke, sashimi, sushi, and the Purple Island sweet potatoes known as taro. Desserts such as hopia, coconut pudding, and mochi, which is a Japanese rice cake, as well as macadamia nut candies and cookies. Santa for many kids is a man with a white beard, a cherry nose, and a big red suit that comes on Christmas Eve, and a sleigh pulled by 8 reindeer. In Hawaii, however, the Santa is taught much differently. On Travasa.com, it states that Kanaka Loka is Mr. Claus or Santa, translated into Hawaiian. The children are taught that he comes to the islands on an outrigger pulled by dolphins. Many times he's not wearing a red suit, he's wearing a Hawaiian shirt, followed by a Hawaiian lei. On Oahu each year, Santa makes a grand appearance in a canoe, not pulled by dolphins, but he comes up on Waikiki Beach to greet the children, according to Hawaii Magazine. Christmas carols are a great Christmas tradition, and in Hawaii they like to add their own island twist to them. Hawaiian Christmas music and songs are an essential part of the celebration, with acoustic guitars, ukuleles, and singing everyone's favorite Christmas carols. Hawaii Noji states that one of the most popular and well-known Hawaiian Christmas songs, Mele Kalikimaka, which reflects the enduring spirit of Christmas on the Hawaiian Islands. The song was originally written in the 1940s by a native Hawaiian, which was recorded by Bing Crosby in the 1950s. So let's conclude by reviewing a few things that was discussed about Hawaiian Christmas. Even though Hawaii is part of the United States, it still carries many of its original ancient Hawaiian traditions, such as the makahiki that is celebrated during Christmas, and the first American Christmas didn't actually take place on the islands until 1786. In many ways, the Hawaiian Christmas is just like any other, with the exception that the islands must receive their Christmas trees by a ship, and what they eat for Christmas dinner is different than what most would expect. Hawaiians decorate their trees, still gather with friends and family, just as we do on the mainland United States. Even though Christmas in Hawaii is celebrated with warm, beautiful weather on amazing beaches, and you don't see snow or people bundled up in jackets drinking hot cocoa, the spirit of Christmas is still present, with decorations, lights, and Hawaiian Christmas carols, and even an oceanside visit by Santa. Thank you.